We're live. Let's get the music on. So cut the music.
Hey guys. Oh my goodness, this chat room is popping. Hold on. Well, before we get to that, it's your host, 305 Sports Babe, co-host Lou from Dade. Welcome to episode 72 of the SoFLo Sports Show.
72, a big number, obviously.
I know, this is the perfect episode, the perfect season, the perfect episode. We
didn't time it, but it timed out right. Obviously, for all the Dolphin fans in the room, which there's plenty.
We have so many.
The 1972 season. So the fact that it's episode 72 is a good omen.
So we have John in the house.
John.
Then we have another John in the house. Then we have Diane. Then we have Sandy. Kirk. Hello. Calvin's in the house. Calvin. Tony. Has the show started? I just can't hear it. No, we're in Miami time. We're always a few minutes late. If we're on time, it doesn't count.
Exactly.
Diane, no, don't think so. You got it. Hello, Kirk. Graham, hello. Hello, Ashley. Hope you're both well. Graham from over the pond. And who else do we have here? We have Dwayne as well. We have a full house tonight. You know, I think they're just so excited to hear about what we think about the schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. The schedule was released last week prior to our last show, and it's an action-packed schedule. We'll go through it really quick. We're not going to give our predictions. I had it here in my notes somewhere. I think you moved them, but it's a jam-packed schedule. 5 primetime games that matches a Dolphins record. They've only done that twice before, and games all over, right? Like last year, we played on Black Friday. We played on Sunday Night Football. Played on Monday Night Football, and this year the same deal. We got games on Monday night. We got another Thursday night game. We got 2 Thursday nights games.
Yeah.
The opener, the second game, against the Bills.
Yeah.
And then we're playing on Thanksgiving, Thursday night, prime time on NBC. That's going to be huge.
So, John, that's a great question. When is the wedding? That is TBD. Great question.
John, of course, filmed my proposal. So thank you again, John.
He was live, and I just thought John was having a nice conversation with me. Came up to the seat at halftime, and I didn't know he was in for it. So, John,
I
still got me.
Quick story, and we mentioned it on the proposal show, and we did it a week after. But yeah, so I proposed to you at Dolphin Stadium on Monday Night Football. We won't say what happened in the game, but I was very fortunate that you said yes. And I saw John, and just in case the scoreboard operator and cameras didn't work, I wanted somebody to document it, and John did that. So thank you, John. And I think Sean's in the room too. He did it as well. So thank you guys.
Going to miss seeing you guys at SoFi. So interestingly enough, let me just kind of back up what everything Lou said. Before the schedule was released, Lou and I had a few games in mind that we knew we were not going to go to, and a few games in mind that we wanted to go to. The no games we weren't going to go back to MetLife this year. We did that last year. We weren't going to go to Gillette, but we had 4 games. Four games that we were targeting. It was Indy, Texans, Green Bay. Mind you, it's 5. We had Indy, Green Bay, Texans, Seattle, and SoFi. We had all intention of coming back to Southern California this year, but the fact that it's a Monday and it just didn't sit well in the middle of the season.
Yeah, we were trying to maybe if it was a weekend game, get out there on that Sunday and head out on that red-eye flight back. But now you got to commit to staying through Tuesday because it's that Monday night game. So, but no, we have some games that we're committed to go to. I'm sure a lot of people in the room already know. Some of you have actually bought tickets already, which is great, and bought some more packages, which I know you're going to explain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Calvin, hello. Graham in the house. Who needs sleep when there's a schedule to? Of course, Graham. There's no time for sleep. I mean, we're practically in the same time zone, right? It's not Friday already. Black Friday was great. We had a great time on Black Friday. Sandy.
The Phil Mary, Javon Holland to the house at halftime. That was awesome.
Sheldon is in the house. Sheldon is actually one of our people in the contest. He guessed correctly, so Sheldon is here. I'm sure he's here more than just to see us. He's here to see if he wants those tickets.
He's in all the time. We had 15 finalists. 1 dropped out, so it's down to 14. So 14 contestants will be battling in our randomizer drawing for tickets to the San Francisco 49ers versus the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
That game is going to be in week 16. It should be a home game. Or it is a home game. It should be a great game. It will be the last regular season home game of the season. I say that because we plan on playing playoff games at the Rock this year. So.
Yeah. Mama Mita in the house. She's also one of our contestants for her name is on the wheel. if you don't go, I don't go. Sin. Who's it? Dave in the house as well. John, Indianapolis is booked. Thank you all. Yes, John was one of the first ones to book the Indianapolis trip.
All right, John.
So
happy to have you
we
on board.
are super excited to see you out there. Well, it's Friday. Yes, it is there. All right.
right.
We also have Steven. Steven is also another contestant in the contest. So
That's
I know
right.
you. Most of you guys are here to see if you won the 2 tickets. But before we get into that,
Well, let's do this
Yeah,
really
go
quick.
ahead.
Let's talk the schedule really quick. We're not going to break it down in tiers, but maybe everybody could drop in what their predictions are going to be. I know you picked yours. I have mine. Just to back up, this is McDaniel's third year as coach.
Yep.
Year 1, 9-8 record. Last year, 11-6. My personal prediction, I have us once again improving, and it'll be just by one game this year, in my opinion. I have us as 12-5. Some very difficult games, and once again, difficult games down the stretch. So I say 12-5. Chat is open. You guys chime in where you think, and what do you think?
Definitely. I mean, I haven't really put much thought into it. I'm really trying to plan our away games.
Yeah, but it's just
I don't think we're gonna get.
off,
I don't think we're getting 5 wins this year. I think
five losses.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 losses. I don't think that's gonna happen.
So you think it's gonna be more or less?
I think it's gonna be more of like a 500 season this year.
500 season.
More of like that. Yeah, I do think so.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. I think Ashley is a little bit down on the Christian Wilkins loss, but we definitely. I know in the room some people have different opinions. Let's see what people are saying.
12-5, 12-5. Bobby's in the house. 12-5. 13-4. Yeah.
All right. So I mean, obviously, a lot to do from now to that opening kickoff against the Jaguars.
10-6. Yeah, I'm more aligned.
Well, it'd be 10-7 or 11-5 because
You meant 10-7. Yeah,
11-6, or 10-7. Okay.
10-7. That's kind of where Calvin has his 13-4. I'm more Hugh Graham. I'm feeling more of 7 losses, some weird ones. You know, if we go into Indianapolis where the head's too big or something along that lines, I think there might be some silly slip-ups. Tennessee again, I hope that doesn't. But no, I think we're going to be above 500.
Well, that Tennessee game, they always
Yeah.
went for that one. So hopefully they get it together and bring it for that game and get some revenge.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, a lot of 12s. 12s and 13s is kind of where we're seeing. So no one has us as a losing team, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, come on. We're coming off, like I said,
12 and
back-to-back winning seasons for the longest time, and so hopefully we can take it a step up. The primetime games I mentioned: week 2 against the Bills, week 4 at home against the Titans. We got the Monday Night Football game against the Rams that we talked about earlier. Obviously Thursday night against Green Bay in the frozen tundra on Thanksgiving night. And then week 17, a big AFC matchup against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland on Sunday Night Football. So looking forward to it.
Definitely, as am I. So perfect. So let's get into it. Obviously, you guys know we launched 305 Sports Travel last year. It is a travel company where we focus on Dolphin away games. And of course, moving forward, it would be Heat and Panthers and Marlins as well. But this year we are focusing on Dolphin away games. Based on the schedule, we have decided to do packages for the Houston game and also the Indianapolis Colts game. What I like about both these trips is first with Indy, falls in October. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's like perfect weather to be in Indianapolis. And then with Houston being in December, what I like about this trip is that it is like a week or so before Christmas. And I do anticipate the city being dressed up, maybe not as dressed up as New York, but I think it's going to be great. So we have nothing to worry about like Kansas City weather, but we're also not going to sweat. So for us who are, thinking just for like the basics 411, we're pretty good with like weathers and stuff.
Weather while we're around town, but weather inside the stadium will not be a problem because both stadiums have roofs. So we don't have to worry about that. I'll talk about the first one, Lucas Oil Stadium. This is a place that opened up in 2008. It replaced the old RCA Dome. Back when the Indianapolis Colts played there, Hoosier Dome, RCA Dome, they played there from 84 to 2007 before they came over from Baltimore, or I should say after they came out back from Baltimore. It's a gorgeous looking field. It resembles like a barn / field house. The Indiana limestone brick on the exterior, so that's awesome. It has a retractable roof, retractable windows. The stadium played host to Super Bowl 46. I'm proudly announcing that the Giants dethroned the Patriots for that Super Bowl, so that was good. It's also hosted 4 Final Fours in college basketball, and it's scheduled to host 2 more in 26 and 29. As far as the Dolphins, despite this building opening up in 2008, they've only played it 4 times. They have a 2-2 record. The most recent matchup in Indianapolis was in 2019. That's when Ryan Fitzpatrick led a fourth quarter comeback. And so that was the last time the Dolphins played at Lucas Oil. If you remember, though, the Colts and the Dolphins used to play all the time in the old AFC East, the 5-team AFC East, when the Colts were in the division, and some pretty amazing games against the Colts. Of course, Don Shula came from the Baltimore Colts to the Dolphins. Dan Marino broke the record at the old RCA Dome in Indianapolis. He threw touchdown number 343 to Keith Byers. So that was the record-setting touchdown that was done in Indy. And the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game was, of course, against the Colts. So a lot of history between both teams, and we are excited to go out there and check out the wonderful facility that is Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yep. So this trip will run. It's week 7. Again, it's mid-October. It's actually my birthday week, so really looking forward to. This is another city on my birthday week. It will run from October 18th to October 18th to October 21st. So it's a Friday to Monday trip. Now, what's really cool about our packages is that it's a la carte, right? So if you're obviously the most ideal package and the most economical is the full package because it includes game tickets, hotel, and the meet and greet social. But it has the flexibility to also be flexible around what you may need as well. So this trip to Lucas Oil Stadium, what it'll include is we have the majority of our tickets are the 100 level section. We have great 100 level seats on the Dolphins side. And we have a chunk of those. We also have a section of seats, 10 seats in the 300 level, which are padded as well. So we have 10 seats in the 300 level, which is amazing. And then we also have the majority of our seats are in the 100 level on the Dolphins side. Our hotel, we're at the Fairfield Inn in downtown Indianapolis, which is walkable distance, truly and sincerely walkable distance to Lucas Oil Stadium. No need to move a car, nothing. It's right there. So really cool.
I'm sorry, brought up Lamar Smith. Yes. So that was that last playoff win, Lamar Smith in overtime down here in Miami that time. But Lamar Smith, what a name everybody remembers for our last playoff game. So hopefully this will give us a chance to get back in there and do something similar like that.
Definitely. So again, the hotel, we're staying at the Fairfield Inn. We have a group rate there. And then walk-in distance to Lucas Oil Stadium. And then we also have a social, the Fins fan meet and greet social the night before. We are doing it at Brothers Bar and Grill, which is right in downtown Indianapolis, which is next to Lucas Oil, which is between our hotel. And we have it where it's an open bar. We're going to do raffles. We're going to do door prizes. So that'll be for an hour and a half, 2 hours on Saturday the night before. So all of that. We have a few packages just to kind of briefly over them. If you are a solo traveler, right, it's just you coming on, just want to join our group, we have the Indy Gold Jacket package that includes 4 days, 3 nights in the hotel with us. You have a seat with us downstairs, 100 level, Dolphin section padded, and then you get the wristband for unlimited drinks at the meet and greet, and that package is $930. Now, if it's 2 of you, so for example, if Lou and I were to do a package together, it's called the Indy 1972 package. So that's 1 room for 2 people, 2 tickets downstairs at the 100 level, and then 2 wristbands for the party the night before. We're looking at $1,100. So if you can see information on that. And then we also have the packages where 3 and 4 people. So if you wanted to put more people in a room, you can do that as well. We also have it where if you're looking for game tickets and the meet and greet, we sell that as well. So you get 100 or 300 level seat, depending on what you want, with the bracelet for the meet and greet. And yeah.
And you mentioned all the seats, all the tickets for the games are padded seats.
Yes.
So just really able to see the whole stadium from a great perspective with Dolphin fans in padded seats. Yeah. Should be a great time.
Really, really looking forward to this trip. We launched today. We have already sold half of our inventory in regards to hotels. And tickets are going just as quick. So Indy is going to be a Foundation takeover. Really, really looking forward to this trip. So much to do in Indianapolis, especially at that time of year. And like I said, weather's going to be great. And for those of you who do packages, we're going to have a group where we're going to share ideas, different places we may be going to, discounts and everything. So a lot to build around that trip.
Potential tailgates as well. We're looking into all that, and we'll obviously, if you're able to secure your trip with us, we'll keep you in the loop first before anybody else as to where those may be. I'm not going to lie, I was hoping that Indianapolis would fall more in November because, as I mentioned, it's synonymous with college basketball.
Yeah.
Indiana, the Hoosier State, so many great programs. Actually, Purdue is also there. They were just played in the national championship game in college basketball. Of course, Bob Greasy played at Purdue for football. So, I wanted to see a game in Indiana. I wanted to go down to Assembly Hall and was hoping to get that crossed off the bucket list because that's one of the premier venues in college basketball. But still, as you mentioned as well, October is a beautiful time of the year to visit Indianapolis. And, we have a lot of fun things planned.
Yep. And then the second trip we are doing is week 15, Dolphins versus Texans, NRG Stadium over in Houston, Texas. Super, super excited about this trip. I've only been to Texas. I usually go say once, but we were actually there just a few months ago when we flew into Dallas before we drove to Kansas City for that playoff game. What really is cool about this trip, again, I mentioned it before, it's like a week before Christmas. So the city's going to be dressed up beautifully. I'm really excited to see all that it has to offer. And I will definitely be sharing any tips and tricks about anything I hear going on with this trip as well.
Is there a rodeo in town? I know rodeo is big in Houston.
I
do
not know.
All right, we'll have to dig into that.
So do you have some facts about NRG Stadium?
Yeah, so NRG Stadium opened up in 2002. It replaced the world famous eighth wonder of the world, as it was known as, the Astrodome. The Oilers played there from 1968 to 1996. The Astrodome was actually the first dome stadium in the history of the world. Coliseum outdoor stadiums were all the rage, but the Astrodome was actually the first stadium to put a roof over its head. So that's pretty cool. And fun fact, it's still standing. They built it next to it, right next to it. So you'll be able to go see really an iconic structure in the Astrodome, which is located right next to NRG Stadium. NRG Stadium made some history on its own as well, as they were the first NFL stadium to have a retractable roof. So both Indy and Houston, which we will be visiting, have retractable roofs.
Thank God.
Yeah, and because exactly. NRG was actually the first one to do it. They're the first one to have that retractable roof of all the stadiums in the NFL. It also hosted 2 Super Bowls. Indy hosted 1. Houston has hosted 2 Super Bowls in that stadium, Super Bowls 38 and Super Bowl 51. Because this is a Dolphins show, we are not going to talk about who won those Super Bowls. I think you guys know. Don't mention their names. But yes, they won 2 Super Bowls in Houston. It also just hosted the college football championship where Michigan beat Washington in the championship game of college football. So it just hosted that. It hosted WrestleMania 25 back in 2009. And it's scheduled to host it's scheduled to host World Cup games in 2026 as the Hard Rock will as well. Now, fun fact, the Dolphins actually opened up that stadium. However, it was a preseason game. So the first ever game in that stadium was a preseason game. The Dolphins won 24-3. So that's the good news. The bad news is the Dolphins have played there 5 times since, and they have not won a game that counted. So they're 0-5 lifetime at Houston NRG Stadium.
That will be changing this
which
year.
Means, hey, come join us and let's see the Dolphins win their first game in that stadium together, because 0-5, it can't get worse than that. So we're looking to cross off and get a win in that stadium for the first time in our history.
So Jose asked a great question. What about a family of 4 in one room? Absolutely. We definitely have that package. We have it for Indy, for sure, set in stone right now.
That's called the
Indy package for 4 people. So let's say
what's it called?
It's the Indy Fourth and Fins package. So for that package, it would be like mom, dad, 2 babies, or you, your cousin, your girlfriend, and your cousin's girlfriend, right? So we actually have that package in place right now for Indy. So what that is, you have a 4-person package. So you have 4 100 level tickets for the Indy game. And then you get 4 days, 3 nights at the hotel. So we'd put you in a room with 2 double beds, or 2 queen beds. I'm sorry. And then you get 4 wristbands for the all-you-can-drink party. So absolutely, we have that built for the Indy, and we can build it out as per needed for the Houston package. It's a great question. What else do we have here? It's where the phrase AstroTurf comes from. Yes, you did teach me that as well.
AstroTurf definitely was brought from the Astrodome. That was the first building that had to do it. Obviously, when you put a roof over the stadium field, you can't have sun come in. So they had to come up with fake turf, which is called AstroTurf.
Exactly. Tyler makes a good point. Tyler said, I don't like the early bye week. Yes, we have a bye week, week 6. It is early in the season. I am not a fan of that either. But
Absolutely. When the schedule came out, I also thought that Seattle and LA would be back to back. That didn't happen. And I agree with you. You don't like to see that bye week early on, especially look, how did our season end, right? Not good. We
Yeah.
were banged up at the end. So you'd like to get that bye week later on to be able to recover heading into the home stretch. But hey, we don't make the schedule, right? So we got to play who's in front of us, and that's all we can control.
Dave is excited for the Houston game. We are as well. Josephine Ebby in the house. I know that today she received a Tyreek Hill jersey, so congratulations on your first Dolphins jersey. What a one to get. Yes, too early. Yes, I completely agree. It is very early in the season with that bye week. So let's talk real quick about the Texans package. We have a few less packages for Houston than we do for Indy. We have the packages that includes game tickets, upper level tickets. We have 4 days, 3 nights stay at a hotel downtown. And then we have the Fins Fan meet and greet social at this amazing place called The Drift, Houston. I'm absolutely obsessed with this place. The manager could not be nicer. He's super excited to host us. So the package that we have for this, the main packages include 4-day, 3-night hotel stay downtown, game tickets, and also a wristband at The Drift. The Houston Gold Jacket package. So this package is just for one person. So, hey, you want to come solo to this trip, you would get the hotel by yourself, 4 days, 3 nights. You would get a game ticket in our section upstairs in the Fins Fan section, and then you get the wristband for our party. Then we have the Houston 1972 package. So that's pretty much the same package as Indy, but it's the Houston one. So you get the hotel for 2 people. You get the 2 game tickets and the 2 wristbands. And then we also have the game ticket and the meet and greet. So if you need tickets for the game, we have, again, group tickets where you can get the group ticket and then the meet and greet package as well. So the group ticket and the meet and greet social is $125. So for $125, you get a ticket to the game with our section, and you get a wristband for our meet and greet social the night before. So very, very excited about those packages. Was there a question? Those two, okay, yeah.
No, Sheldon had a question.
All packages has to be 4 days and 3 nights. So for the hotel packages, we are aiming for the Friday through Monday trip. Now, if there's a situation where you want to come in Saturday through Monday, we can work with the hotels to adjust some of the packages. It's just on a case-by-case basis. So if you're like, hey, I can only come in Saturday, I have to leave Monday, contact us directly, and we can see if we can work something out with the group rate. So we'll see what we can do, definitely. Yeah. You should have called the Houston package. Love you, Blue in Houston. Oh.
Yeah, could have done that. We also were debating calling it Houston, you have a problem. So we'll see. Right now we have it named as it is, and we're just trying to get a win in Houston. It's been a long time coming, so hopefully we can pull it off.
Definitely. So as you guys know, we did release our packages today. It's been a long time coming, and obviously we couldn't do anything until we got the schedule released, because when you call hotels and ask for room blocks, the first thing they ask is what are the dates. So everything has been done in the last week. It has been a lot of work, but we're super excited to release these packages to you, and we are confident that we're going to have a huge group out there in both those cities, and even, in any city that the Dolphins play. I know Seattle, we're going to have a Fins Fan takeover there. We'll be there. And then also LA does a great thing. So wherever you go this year, you're going to have a great time. But consider Indy and Houston, because we're going to really, really, really have a Finvasion takeover. Now, more information on our packages can be found on the website, 305sportstravel.com. You can always reach out to me about anything. My DMs or email address is always there as well. And I just want to show you real quick what the website looks like, just so you have an idea of what we're working with. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to share my screen. Share screen. 305 Sports Travel. Share. All right, guys. So this is the website, and all the trips are up here. So Indianapolis, everything you need to know is here about the trip, group tickets, rate hotel, and then the different packages. So just go down. We also have the same information about Houston. Just click Houston, scroll down, all the information. And then when you are ready to book, you're going to go to Book It and just scroll down and see what packages you want. So let's say you want to do the Indy Gold package. You just need one. You're just one person. You go to Add to Cart. And then it tells you here, your first name, your last name, what your email address is, and then you add to cart. And there are many, many different ways to pay for the packages. We have partnered up with PayPal, so you guys can do payments through PayPal, You do credit or debit card. And so, yeah, very, very simple to join us this year.
It's easy to navigate. And Russ mentioned the package's name. So we pretty much did four tiers. For Houston, currently, we could definitely schedule it. The inventory is a little different. Houston's coming off a playoff win. They obviously lost in the second round, but they're a hot team with a stud quarterback, obviously getting Stephon Diggs from the Bills. So a lot of hype in Houston. So we have a little less inventory with hotel packages, but we could definitely accommodate based on the request. So for our packages, we did the gold jacket because that's singular.
One person gets the gold jacket.
One person gets a gold jacket. The 2 people in a room, we made that the 1972.
Yeah.
3 people in the room, the 1973, obviously commemorating our 2 Super Bowl championships, and then 4 people in a room. It's called the Fourth and Fins package. So we had a little play on names there, and we have room for as many or as little. If feel free to join. We're gonna have a great time, and hopefully get 2 dubs when it's all said and done.
So Jose asked, would the Houston 4 package look similar to Indy's? Yes, in regards to it would be included, but the price would be different. It'd actually be a little cheaper for the Houston package for 4 people as opposed to Indy, but it's going to be the same setup, right? You're going to have 4 people to 1 room, 2 double beds, 2 queen beds. You're going to have 4 tickets together in our Fins fan section, and you're going to have the bracelet to get into the party at the Fins fan social. So yes, it would be similar. It'll actually be just a little cheaper in price than Indianapolis. So reach out to me directly, and I could upload that on the site for you, and we'd love to have you.
Yeah, and also again, we are planning some other events in Houston. Not at liberty to release right now the information because still some things in the works.
Yeah.
But once we do, and some of them are pretty cool opportunities that we're going to have in both locations. Of course, if you book with us, we're going to give you that information first before anyone else, and you'll have the first right to get that experience as well.
So Ramon, will there be more indie packages available in the future? As of right now, no. We're really aiming to fill these hotel rooms with the tickets and match up, the hotels with the tickets, with the wristbands. We also have it where it's the tickets and the wristband. If there's something a la carte that you might want, reach out to me directly. We can see what we could do. But as far as elaborate packages, we're going to try to keep the same hotel stay. We're going to try to, obviously the tickets are stagnant. But if there's a certain aspect of the package that you want, reach out to me. We could see what we could do. Yep. Was it Indiana Foes and the Legend of Zoom? Ooh. Sandy, I need to GoFundMe to go. Yeah, Sandy, don't we all? We all need GoFundMes for everything. It is. Trust me, if we could go to every away game, it would be perfect. But we are not part of that elite class where we can go. But one day, maybe we all will be. Really looking.
Look, we just want to support our team on the road, and so it's and you got to pick too. There's 17 games, right?
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear Roger Goodell mention? Pretty much confirmed this a couple days ago. He said that he wants to make it a now 19-week, regular season. 18 games, so they're going to take a preseason game out, add an extra game, and this is the best part. This is where we all win. He wants to move the Super Bowl to President's Day weekend. So Super Bowl on Sunday, Monday off for everybody. It's a win-win. So it's going to be harder to go to all the games because they're adding an extra one. So
what's ironic is that was actually one of the weekends that we were looking at wedding dates. That would have been a quick no, cancel the wedding. So I'm glad that. Russ, I'm not paying for your trip. What are you talking about? Kirk, is airfare separate? Yeah, so this year we are not including airfare. Just the fact that it's really seeming like all of our people are coming from all different parts of the world. We have people already booked from Illinois, people from Massachusetts, California. So until we get a real big target base in Miami, flying out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale, we're going to stay away from airfare for now.
We do have that target price, the target audience, but you do have people that live close to Indianapolis. Yeah. They don't need airfare. So basically, people from all over. It's easier right now, and it's hard to book flights or get people on the same getting into town, especially those that live close by.
Yeah.
They don't have to start their vacation on Friday, and they certainly could leave Sunday if they're within driving distance to get back to their home. So, that'll come. But for this year, with our first 2 opportunities, we're not going to be offering airfare.
Exactly. Tony is back from Alaska. He just got to the Cheesecake Factory after a long. You can't eat that brown bread. I can eat that all day, every day. After his long flight and losing service. Well, I am glad you are here and you are served, and I know why you're here because you want to see if you're going to win those tickets.
Yeah.
John said, I went to 3 games on the road last year and killed my pockets. Yeah, no, I mean,
We did too.
they are vacations, right? Some people might call them business trips because I call them business trips because when I go there, I'm on a mission. I got business to take care of. I got a win to go, but it's not cheap. We're not getting free tickets. Dolphins don't love us enough where they're like, here, go support us on the road. Like, these are expensive trips, and we're glad that we're able to put packages and work deals with hotels and stuff to make it as affordable for people like us to get on the road. So we're really excited that this all launched this year, and we hope that you guys can join us. It's only a 12-hour ride from here. Yeah. We're going to be doing a long drive in September as well. We're going to share more details of that down the road, but drives don't scare us anymore. Back in the day, and then flights became so convenient, but you can't beat a good road trip.
Yeah.
Although we are not driving to any of the games this year.
Yeah. The road trips are a little tougher, obviously, if you're going to make that commitment, because it adds more days away.
Oh, change your voice. Do not come with that voice.
Sorry.
Are you fixed? Say something.
No.
Okay, fix. Please, you sound like a muffet.
Sorry.
You sound like a muffet. Graham says it takes me 7.5 hours just to get to America. So for you guys who do not know, Graham is a very, very, very special friend of ours, big Dolphin fan who lives across the pond in England. So yes, 7.5 hours
better.
on a plane. I'm saving all my money to come to your wedding. Yeah, well, you have plenty of time to save because who knows when that's going to happen. John, we are flying to Jersey. We are driving to Jersey to fly out. And nice. Jersey, obviously, that's born and raised. That's where I'm from. Newark Airport has tons and tons of great options to fly. And even if Philly was an option, so we're confident that the people who join our trips are going to find great deals. We're pretty American airline loyal just because Miami, which is real close to us within a few minutes, Miami International Airport, it's the American hub. So whenever you guys fly, the best thing to do is know what hub, the airline that you're closest to. So if you live in Atlanta, your hub is Delta. If you live in Charlotte, your hub is American. And the reason I say that is because if there's canceled flights, obviously it's close. It's a hub where they're able to get aircraft to move around. But you guys should know that.
These guys are making fun of my my voice snafu there.
Dave, great question. Is there a limit of how many packages are available? Wondering on a timetable. Yes. So
Houston, as we mentioned,
is what?
We have limited availability in Houston.
We have both. It's really both. Indy, we were able to up our amount of tickets today. We're really excited that they're able to do that, but it's all limited. They're only going to give us so many hotels and so many tickets. So yes, there is a limit. We are pretty confident that we're going to sell out relatively quick. So I would definitely recommend, if it is a trip, let us know and, start the planning of it. But yeah, we do have a limit. A hotel won't give us like 60 rooms, or an away team, getting 300 tickets. It's a little tough since we're starting out, but we have a great quantity, and they know we're going to have a great show out there. It's a presence, not a show. We're all a show, right? It's always
the greatest show.
The greatest show on earth. But yes, there are limits. There are limits to the packages. Lou, you're going to make it.
That already. Yes, I'm going to make it. I'm back, Kirk. My voice is all right.
I hope Lou has his voice back by the wedding. I hope he does not, Graham. That's actually the contrary. Hack up that frog, Lou.
I did. I think I did. I think I'm good now.
Yeah. So Sheldon, exactly what I said. Sheldon always, he's real close to Charlotte, always flies American because, like I said, if it's a hub and heaven forbid your flight was to get canceled, it's way easier to rebook when it's a hub. So if your hub is Southwest, Delta, even if it might be a little more, you're always just safer. Because even last year when we flew, we had some hiccups. We got stuck in a hurricane, and so always flight advice.
That's right. Week 2 against the Patriots,
yep.
We had a hard time getting up there. So yeah,
and then the Kansas City was an adventure too. So we are going to offer airfare in the near future. But as far as this year, you guys are on your own. But I'm more than happy to help you with anything related to airfare. I have a degree in aviation, and it's one of my passions. So please reach out to me about that.
Don't trust her to fly the plane, but she knows a lot about it.
Well, it's cheaper to fly to Albany. Exactly. You try to shop around with that. Oh, look who it is. Manny, 90% booking that Houston with you guys right after my 41st.
Nice.
21st. Why he messed up? It's not.
Yeah, that's right. He made a mistake there. So
if you guys also, when you come to Miami, if you do need any type of transportation service, we highly recommend our friend Manny, who is right here in the chat. Manny has a drive-in service who he's booked with our family. He's booked Dwayne in the chat. He's booked Desi. So if you guys need transportation to and from the airport or anywhere,
is your guy.
Please, guys, check him out. Ramon has a question. Ramon, I was looking for 10 tickets for the 100 level only package where it looks like there isn't enough available. Yes. Okay. So you are looking at the Indy package. I made those numbers last night. We had a call with Indy today. I can fix that by once I get off the show, and I can make sure that we have 10 tickets for you. So Ramon, just give me a few minutes after the show, if not by tomorrow morning, and we can absolutely get you the 10 tickets downstairs together with the bracelet package. That's right. Great. Yep. At first we didn't have that quantity, but we were able to wheel and deal a little more. They're happy because their Pacers are in, perfect. Manny is the best. He sure is. All right, guys. So let's get into it. We've been on here for 35 minutes, and I hope you learned a lot about what we're doing this season. And more than that, we sure hope that you guys can join us. And even if you can't, I just hope that we'll be able to see you at the Hard Rock this season. And, it's always a great time when it's football being around our Fins family. So any questions about 305 Sports Travel, you guys want to get a hold of me or Lou, and we have the website. You
can email us. We'll definitely respond as quick as we can and get you all the information you need. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of questions or some things that you may not be aware of. Be happy to answer any of the questions you have.
We are super excited about it.
You going to do the contest?
Yeah. So
before you do the contest, I want to, because we're going to lose people after the contest. Know what you're
real quick. You guys know. Let's go Panthers. Roar! Go New York. No.
Well, that's a Knicks. That's
I know,
Rangers.
But they're also singing that song now too.
That is true.
So what happened was the Rangers kept saying, we want Boston. Dang right you wanted Boston. You wanted nothing to do with the Panthers. Obviously not, because look how that game 1 happened. So game 1 last night at the Garden, the real Garden, not the TD Garden, the Garden, because you can't take that away from New York. That is the Garden. Yeah. Our Panthers went up to play game 1 at the Garden against the Rangers, and we took care of business. So game
3-0.
3-0. Game 2 is on Friday at the Garden. Then they bring it home back to Florida on Sunday. Tickets are very, very expensive. I already looked, and we
a lot of people are flying down from New York because it's cheaper to catch 2 games down here as opposed to 1 game in New York and still have money to spare. It's crazy, the prices. But look, the Panthers are Garden killers, right? They've won 6 games in a row at the TD Garden, dating back to last year, and then game 1 at Madison Square Garden, the real Garden. So they're doing amazing. On the other end, the West finals start tonight. That's Dallas and Edmonton.
Yep.
That game's in Dallas. So, Dallas potentially could have 2 teams in the finals. As in the NBA, you mentioned Indiana playing the Celtics. That game 2 is tonight. The Celtics lead that series. And then the Mavericks beat the Timberwolves last night in Minnesota. That was kind of an upset. Ironically enough, both defending champions in hockey and the NBA are out. The Las Vegas Golden Knights fell last round, and the Denver Nuggets didn't make it out of the second round. So there will be 2 new champions in both hockey and NBA this year. Pretty interesting.
I'm thinking Panthers for hockey, and for basketball, I'm going to.
Who are you going with?
I'm going Mavs.
You're going to go Mavs?
I'm going to go Mavs.
Wow.
I don't want the Celtics. Pacers. I had New York beating the Pacers, and that messed me up. That knocked me out of her pool. Right. So I'm going to go Mavs. Jason Kidd, obviously. His squad over there. Jason Kidd was my reason why I became a huge Nets fan as a little girl. So I'm going to go Mavs this year.
Okay.
But Panthers for hockey. Let's not get that twisted.
Yeah, I'm going with Panthers, definitely raising the cup this year. In the NBA, I'm going to go with the Timberwolves. I know they lost game 1, but man, they are Panthers. A 3-headed monster, and I'm going to say Minnesota. I'm going to say Minnesota is going to come out.
Stars and Mavs.
So that's what I was going to mention. They could do what we did last year, have both their NBA and an NHL team in the finals. And that'd be pretty cool. And if it's Panthers and Stars, that would be, the second time, well, actually the third time if you include the Dolphins and the Cowboys, that our cities have competed in championships. It would be the Panthers and the Stars. Obviously the Heat and the Mavericks played twice in the finals. Yeah. And as mentioned, the Dolphins played the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. So that'd be pretty cool.
I'm over NBA, man. It's so like, I'm like, how is basketball season over? I've accepted it, but I just, we
had a couple of good long runs the last 2 years, and this year, injuries caught up to us.
I'm a spoiled Heat fan, and I know injuries were really, really rough.
Yeah.
So anyways, guys, last week ago episode, we shared our contest that we had where we had anybody who was a viewer of the show or who went to our website, you got to guess who you thought the Dolphins were going to play week 1. And so we had many different guesses, right? And then we had a handful of people who guessed correctly. And we cut the contest off at midnight because we knew the schedule was going to be released the next day. And we wanted to not have people kind of start hearing the leaks, although a lot of the leaks were pretty legit this year.
I did. Can I just add to that
Of
real
course.
quick? So, yeah, we basically said, and it was your idea, I wanted to go to noon.
Hell no.
But you said, hey, there's going to be all these schedule leaks coming out. And that's actually what happened. So a couple of you people maybe saw a schedule leak. Now, it wasn't confirmed. It wasn't an official release from the NFL. So, but it was a pretty, prominent source that said that it was going to be Jaguars Dolphins, but it wasn't confirmed. So they were allowed entries. We had over, I think, 160 people that guessed, but one person dropped out. So now 14 people have a shot. But it was just pretty interesting how we did the show.
Yeah.
And sure enough, about 2 hours later, word started getting out.
And I started telling you that, Lou. I was like, you're just sweet. I know our buddy Biggie, who was one of my greatest friends. Anytime he heard something, and it was like
right
legit.
Yeah.
And honestly, on that Wednesday that the schedule was officially released, I already knew the full schedule by like 4 p.m.
Yeah, we did.
No, it's actually 3.
And I kept on saying, hey, these are not going to all be right. And they were all right. Now, before we hit the airwaves last week, the Bills game was confirmed. That was official by the league.
Yeah.
And then the Thanksgiving game against the Packers was confirmed.
Yeah,
but nothing else was 100% guaranteed. But a lot of those leaks turned out to be correct.
And I think one more thing before we get into the contest, just so you guys know, again, we're doing packages for Indy and we're doing packages for Houston. We will also be making the trip out to Seattle.
And I know you're going to partner up.
Yes. My friends over at TPP and SoCal Fans Club and NorCal with Mark, they have graciously invited me to co-host the TPP Fins Fan Gathering. We do it every year, and we chose Seattle. So I will be co-hosting that out in Seattle, working with Jamie, our buddy out there in Seattle, to come up with.
Jamie is the man.
He really is. Jamie Brady is awesome. So he's scouting out some locations for our Seattle party. So stay tuned for that. I'll be making a flyer, but that party is open to the public.
Shout out to Jamie again. Listen, that's not an easy trip. It's the furthest you can go coast to coast from Florida to Washington State. And it's a 7-hour flight out there?
Don't remind me, please.
Sorry. Okay. But shout out to Jamie. I know Danny Johnson, repping TVP, is going to be out there, and it's going to be great.
So Fans Fest, I believe it's a 4th annual one. I'm super excited that they asked me to co-host with them. So that'll be in Seattle on Saturday night. So we're actually. And we'll get into this on another episode, but we're going to be in Seattle on the West Coast for a long time. There's a lot of cool things that we're actually going to be staying out there for, and we're going to be doing
booked yet, but we're
doing it, man.
All right, we'll see.
That's why we don't have a wedding in place. Okay. We're traveling, people. So again, we're doing packages Indy and Houston. We are going to make the trip out to Seattle. I'll host the party, but there won't be trip packages. And then we are toying around with Green Bay. Nothing official yet. It is tough. We did miss Thanksgiving with our family down here last year. So
but we were able to see your family.
We were able to see my family in Jersey.
Exactly.
So we don't know yet about Green Bay. It's on the cards. But then the week before, my beloved St. John's basketball plays in the Bahamas for the Bahia Mar Classic, which I'm like, do we want to go to Green Bay or do we want to go to the Bahamas? So that's kind of the decision we're at right now. We're not going to do both.
We may not do either. It's a lot going on.
Team Bahamas, raise your hand. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, guys. So without further ado,
what you all are here for.
You're not tired of seeing us. You see us all the time. So again, if you chose that we were going to play the Jacksonville Jaguars week 1, your name is on our wheel. The second most popular guess was Tennessee, and obviously Tennessee was not the correct answer, but that was the second most that people voted for. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the randomizer wheel, right? Everybody uses this. I've used it plenty of time on contests. Our friends who do different contests have used it, so it's a legit system. I have everybody's name in there. So if you have 2 entries, which if you had 2 entries, you know the rules.
Yes. So let me make it very clear. If you listened to last week's show, we told you guys that we were going to promote it via Twitter and on social media. But if you made your selection before that got out there and you were on the show, you will get a second entry. So your name, you will see as Ashley pulls them up. They will appear twice. For those that did follow that process, when she shares the screen, you'll see that. So while she's doing that, very important, guys, if you have not done so already, please like the show, hit the like button, like the show, and subscribe to the channel.
And also to the website, too.
And to the website.
Yes.
That is how you are going to get your information. we have, things that we are planning that we cannot yet announce in both cities and Seattle as well. And so you will be the first to know if you are a subscriber. It is free. So just make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like tonight's episode. And without further ado.
No, with further ado. I have a Bahamas vote. I don't have a Green Bay vote. So, no, actually, I have 2 Bahamas votes. Look at this. Bahamas. Right. Well, sorry, Green Bay. I'll see you in 2 years.
Yeah, we are there in 2 years. So that's that. So but Dwayne, that Bahamas tournament with St. John's is different.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Battle of Atlantis. That's actually going to be during Thanksgiving. Her school, her alma mater, St. John's, is playing in the Bahamar Classic. So 2 completely different things.
We play, it's Tennessee in ours.
It's not a tournament. Yours is just a 2-game commitment.
Yeah.
You got 4 teams playing twice. Dwayne's talking about the Gonzaga, Zags, the Bulldogs. They'll be playing in an 8-team tournament.
We're getting up there too. Yeah. Rick Pitino's building up my squad. We'll be at the Atlantis soon enough. Eventually. We'll be there. All right, guys. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen, and how it's going to work is we're going to push the spin button 5 times. So I'm going to spin it.
Jalen Ramsey.
And then it's going to say winner. That person is not the winner. It's going to be the 5th person who's going to be the winner. So
hold on before you share
another
the screen.
One. Bahamas. Okay.
Before you share the screen and we start the contest, obviously the intention is for you to come to the game.
Yes.
If you cannot make it, the 2nd and 3rd person. So we're going to do it 5 times. The first 2 are the runner-ups. Then the 3rd place winner, 2nd place winner, and the 1st place winner.
Wait, repeat that again. So I'm going to spin the wheel once. And let's say it lands on Tyreek Hill.
You're going to spin the wheel 5 times.
I'm going to spin it once the first time. The first time it lands on Tyreek Hill.
That is the runner-up.
2nd time it lands on Muhammad Ali.
He's no longer with us, but that is the 2nd runner-up.
3rd time it lands on
somebody alive, please.
Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez. I'm not sure why you picked him. His team that he currently is trying to buy, the Timberwolves, is in the conference finals. They're down 1-0. But
okay, 4th one, Paul Bissonnette.
Okay. So the 3rd person will be the 3rd runner, the 3rd winner, but not the official winner. Will be the 3rd in line should the 2nd person not want to go, and then should the 1st person decline.
Got it.
Okay.
So everyone got that? We are live and we are ready to spin the wheel 5 times. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we go.
Make sure you put everybody, share the screen.
All right, present.
And make sure you put all the names. Make sure everybody's name's on there.
All right, my friends. All right, here we go. First time. This is try number 1.
I'm going to put some dramatic music on.
First one is Jasmine. All right, Jasmine. So if the winner of the 5th does not want it, you are the 2nd winner up. Jasmine, can you write that down?
No, she is the runner up.
That's what I just said, the runner up.
Okay.
Okay, Jasmine.
She's not in the contest yet. Not that one. 2nd one. We have to get to our top 3.
Kathy Marks.
Okay. That is our 2nd runner-up. Now we go to our top 3.
Steven Gonzalez.
Okay.
Number 4. Sheldon. All right, guys. So this is number 5. This person will win the 2 tickets for the 49ers versus Dolphins game in December. Are we ready? I can't see you guys, so I can't see you to begin with, but I'm just hoping you are busting out of the seams. Here we go.
This is for 2 tickets for the San Francisco 49ers and Miami Dolphins, Week 16 at the Hard Rock. And the winner is...
Sheldon!
Wow.
Sheldon!
All right, Sheldon, congratulations.
Sheldon, I got to bring you on, man. Hold on. Sheldon, I'm going to send you this link. Sheldon, if you are in the chat still, I'm going to put this in for you to come on in, and we'd love to see you.
That's
Sheldon,
awesome.
if you are here in the chat, which you probably still are you serious? I'm not playing, brother. Come on in, Sheldon. Follow that link and come on in the show. We'd love to see you for a sec. Come on in. Congratulations.
So Sheldon had 2 entries,
Yeah.
and he ended up coming in second and first, which means that Steven Gonzalez, if Sheldon, and we'll find out in a second if he's able to go, Steven Gonzalez is on standby.
Oh, Kirk says Sheldon can't go. Sheldon, can you please come into the chat and confirm if you can or can't go? Sheldon, the link is here.
Sheldon, these people want
Sheldon,
you to...
put some clothes on and come in the chat, man.
Sheldon, they want to
here
know.
he is.
Here he is.
Sheldon,
here's our winner.
my brother.
Goodness!
Ah!
Congratulations. I feel like Regis Philbin here. You are going to the 49ers versus Miami Dolphins.
Don't you
game.
start crying on us. Go, here he goes.
Oh, we need a speech. We need a speech.
Go ahead.
Sheldon,
Oh my
congratulations.
goodness!
Sheldon, go ahead. Give us a. Oh, don't you start crying. Here he goes.
Hey, well, hey, first and foremost, thank y'all so much.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, I was thinking about this ever since last week. I say, boy, it'd be good if I could win these tickets. I even told a 49er fan that worked with me, I said, hey, I'm gonna win some tickets and I'm going to the game.
There you go.
But I did not, oh my goodness, I did not know that. Oh man.
So do you accept the offer? Do you accept the 2 tickets for the 49ers Dolphins game?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
All right, Sheldon, it is. Then
Steven, I'm sorry, and I guess Kathy
Everybody.
would have been the next in line. But hey, Sheldon, congratulations. Hopefully it's going to be a big game.
Sheldon, don't you cry, man. We're having a happy show here. We're talking about packages.
No, I'm happy. I just, when I saw my name got put the first time, I was like, dog. So I said, well, okay then. So I was thinking in my head that, hey, well, I'm gonna go regroup and think about the Houston, game like that.
You still
You
come to
can still
Houston.
come to
We
Houston.
still want you to come to Houston with us.
You know,
These are free tickets. You still come to Houston with
Yeah.
us. So we are so excited that you have 2 tickets. So I know there's a lot of people in the chat who they would love for you to take them, or you bring anybody you want. So we will be.
well, I put, hey, if somebody in the chat that, hey, they want to come with me, they come with me because I'm coming.
All right. Okay.
So you guys, if you don't know Sheldon, find him on social media. He has an extra ticket. He is looking for a date, male or female. He'll take you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, but I'm coming. I'm coming because I already know I bought my tickets for the Arizona game, so I'm ready with that already.
Awesome. So you're going to see 2 NFC West teams go up against the Dolphins. That's pretty cool. And
Yes.
you can pick whoever you want as your +1. However, they must be a Dolphin fan.
Yes, that's
It's
the
got
only
to be a Dolphin
stipulation.
fan.
Mita said me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Hey, that is the only way to go. That's the only way to go.
No, Sheldon. Well, we are super, super happy for you. We know you are a supporter of the show, friend of ours, and
Yes.
these wheels are everyone. I even use them at my school function, so we're super excited. So you have some time to think about who you want to bring to the game. But Lou will be transferring the ticket in a few weeks. So
Yep.
we have your email address, and we sure hope to see you in Houston as well too. So don't forget about that trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not, but yeah. Hey, I'm God Almighty.
It's an awesome moment, Sheldon. Congratulations. Thank you to everybody who participated.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there could only be one winner. We do have a block of tickets for that 49er game, so we may be able to do this again down the road. Of course, that being the last regular season home game. So who knows? We may have an opportunity later on. But for tonight,
But
there's
for
only
sure 2 we have for sure for you,
Yeah,
Sheldon. We don't
we
have the
have
other ones
2
yet.
Exactly. 2 for you for sure. And again, congratulations. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome.
Yes, it is. And y'all know every time I come down there, I can't wait to party with y'all again because I can't wait to party. I can't wait.
Several times in several places, and we'll do it several times and several times more. So
We have a good time.
You're right. You're right.
yeah.
All right, Sheldon. We will be in touch with you. Love you.
Take care, Sheldon.
Love you too. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Yes.
Words.
All right, there you have it,
Oh,
Sheldon.
that is so exciting.
our
That
winner
is-
he lives in South Carolina.
He does.
Huge.
So he'll be
huge.
flying American, hire me for a partnership here. Sheldon will be flying American from Charlotte down to Miami. for that. But guys, we are going to be doing many contests throughout the season, whether it's for memorabilia, for tickets. So please, please, please stay tuned for that. We're really excited to have the opportunity to do kind of stuff like that. We have to do Bocampers. The Bocampers is in the process of closing. I don't know the exact date.
It's not going to close during the season. I understand
You
that
heard
they're
that?
going to go
Okay.
through the season. So yeah, I believe that our Fan Fest weekend is going to take place there, as it always does. So, but yeah,
So,
sadly that's going to close.
Before we let you go, let's do a roll call. Good idea, guys. Roll call. Where are you all from? Drop it in the chat where you are tuning in from. I'm going to start. We are tuning in from Miami, Florida. Where are you tuning in from tonight? Let's see where we got everybody from. I mean, I know where most of you guys are from, but let's see where we're from. We have, let's see. So I'll put ours up. Miami, Florida. San Diego. My Marlins come out there, treat them well, let us get the wins. And Luis Suarez sent him back on that plane. London, England. Graham, London. Oh, Sheldon should take Graham.
That would be amazing.
Man.
Graham, we may have a ticket for you. We'll see.
Summerfield, Florida.
Nice.
Stevens from California. Dwayne's from California. What's this called? How do you say it? Shafter, California. Irvine, California. Pompano Beach, right up the road from us. Winter Haven, Florida.
Yep.
Up the road from us too, as well.
That's right.
And
well
then
represented.
Sandy has 17 tickets for Monday. Lou, it's a holiday. No, we just talked about how expensive road game trips are. We cannot afford to go to San Diego for the Marlins this weekend. But
the Marlins, by the way, are playing great baseball as of late. They got off to a really horrible start, but they're playing good ball.
Kirk lives in the Villages, guys. The Villages has an up and down rap, but that's for another story.
Kirk's partying up and living his best life in the Villages.
About the loofers and the golf carts, but he knows what I'm talking about. John's from upstate New York. Such a beautiful time in upstate New York right now. The weather's starting to break. Reminds me of back home in Jersey. Summer is officially coming. So super jealous about that. So guys, I don't know who else we have. Charlton, Massachusetts. Oh yeah, Desi in the house.
Nice.
Hello. So, Desi, if you missed it, Sheldon, our buddy Sheldon, won the contest tonight. So very, very excited. And then Sheldon, the contest winner, is from Winsboro, South Carolina, and go Angels. So, guys, without further ado, thank you again for tuning in on tonight's show. Big day for us in the fact that, A, we were able to finally do the contest, and I appreciate the support, but B, we were finally able to release our packages for the 2024 Dolphins away game series that we're going to be doing in Indy and also Houston. Please take the time and check it out. If you want to join us, we'd be more than happy to have you guys. Limited number of packages, obviously based on inventory that we can get. But, if you can't, at least please spread the word about our packages, share, retweet. Any support you can give us means the world. This is our first year launching packages. Obviously, we've been going away games for a few years now.
Several years.
We've been doing that for a while too. But this is the first year that we're truly, we've done things in different cities, but the actual packages. So we really, really appreciate any support, likes, follows, retweets that you can give us. But even more than that, we really love to see you on the road with us. So make it happen. Wins. Save that money. Don't go to Starbucks every day. You don't need to go.
Don't tell them what coffee they should have. And if you're going to have Starbucks, go to Seattle. No, but
Sandy, love you as well. So guys,
No, I'm just looking forward to, again, watching you guys on coming with us on the road. Looking forward to obviously off-season workouts going on right now. And before you know it, it'll be training camp. And the season will be underway. And in the meantime, before it gets to that nitty-gritty stuff, we got some cool hockey and basketball that we're going to watch. And but yeah, at the end of the day, you're all here because you, like us, are huge football fans, huge Dolphin fans. And so we can't wait for the season to start, and we can't wait to be in Indianapolis and in Houston to watch our teams win.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it has been fun. We have many more episodes to come. Obviously, we're going to start digging deep into the team, some of the moves that we've made, some of the Christian Wilkins come back. So
love to have some guests on.
Definitely. So we have a full season of show coming up. So hang tight. It's always great to see you guys in the chat. Good night. Love you all.
Good night,
and
everybody.
We will talk soon. And
congratulations. Go Panthers. Yes.
Go Panthers.
And congratulations once again to Sheldon, who won the 2 tickets and our contest giveaway. Sheldon, looking forward to having you down here for that game and also for the Arizona game that is coming down.
Yeah, Fans Club weekend.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
All right, guys. Good night. Go Panthers. Fins up. Go Fins. And Go Marlins. Bye,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Good
Good night.
night.